Well, hello everybody, it's Ronnie with Whip and Chain. Today we have another request that I'm doing, trying to get quite a few of them knocked out. It's a snow day today. Anyway, this is the rib stitch. This is the Tunisian knit 2, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2. But it's not knitting, it is Tunisian crocheting. So this is a request on our Facebook page for Whip and Chain, and I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm going to do a small sample, and you can make this as large as you like. So let's dive right into this beautiful stitch. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, I do recommend a stitch marker, and I'm doing a small sample. I'm using my regular crochet hook, but they do make Tunisian hooks. So if you want to make a blanket out of this, or if you want to do a bigger project out of this, you are more than welcome to. All the big box stores sells them. You can also buy them on Amazon. They're everywhere. But if you struggle with finding where you can purchase them, send me a message or a Facebook group, and we'll give you a couple links of where you can buy them at. Okay? So to do your chain, we always start off for this rib, it's called a rib stitch. You start off with the knit. So you do 2 knit, 2 purl, 2 knit, 2 purl, but you always end with what you began with. So we'll always end with 2 knit, okay? So hear me out with this stitch counting. Ready? This is knit and knit, purl and purl. Knit and knit, purl and purl, knit and knit, purl and purl, and knit and knit. That is how I get my counts. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got 14. Okay? But you can keep doing that till you get to where you want to go. Now the first row is very easy. You do not go, obviously, into this first one because it's already on your hook, so that already counts. So you're going to go into your next one, and you're just going to pull up a stitch. You go into your next stitch, grab some yarn, pull it up, and you just keep doing that for the whole entire chain. And that's what will determine all these loops on your hook if you need a bigger hook. And like I said, I'm just doing a sample, so it's not a huge deal for me. So now 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14. Again, we still have 14. Okay, so now you only need 1 stitch marker. What I do to keep the edges straight, it's very easy to veer off on Tunisian crocheting. So I'm going to recommend this. You wrap your hook and you go through just 1 stitch. But before you go any further, take your hook and go through that front loop. You don't need that for later. Okay. So now for the rest of them, you wrap and you go through 2. This is the back pass. And you're just wrapping and going through 2. Wrap, wrap, wrap. And you do it all the way down. Okay. And this is what it should look like. Doesn't look like a whole lot. All right. So now, bringing it even a little closer. This, we're going to be working in the horizontal bars that you have here. Okay. But this horizontal bar is coming off of, this loop. So we're never going to work in that very first one. But that is your first knit right here. Okay, so then you go into the second bar. You're gonna go between the 2 bars and out the back, the left of the back. You bring up yarn. Just see that? So you straddle both bars, you go right in between, take your hook in between, and you go through the back hole, back on the left side. All right. Now that's 2 knits. Now we're going to do 2 purls. Now there's a fast way that I do it, but I'm going to show you the slow down method, and then you can design whatever method works for you. So what you do is you take your working yarn and you lay it in front of you. Okay? Put your hook just in the front of that bar, the next bar, and that locks in this yarn down here. And you wrap it up and you grab your yarn. I hold it. You grab it, you go through the bar. Okay? You do that again for the next one. Pull it down. Go through that bar, just sideways. You bring it up, your yarn, grab some yarn, hold it, and go through the bar. Now you might want to tug on the yarn just a little so it's not that loose. Okay, that's your 2 purls. Now we're going to do 2 knits again. Take your hook. You go right in the middle of those 2 bars, and then you go out through the left. And you do that again with the next one. Okay. Now we're going to do 2 purls. So again, you can bring down your yarn, go through, bring up the yarn, grab it and go through. Bring down the yarn, go through the bar, bring up, and there. Okay, now we do 2 knits again. 1, keep going off the screen, 2. Now 2 purls. Bring down the yarn, and there. Bring down the yarn. Okay. Now you have 1 bar and where your stitch marker is. So that's your 2 knits. So you go through the bar, out the back through the left, grab some yarn, and you go right in where your stitch marker is and bring up yarn. Now what I do, take up the stitch marker, wrap your hook, just go through 1. That's the only time you go through 1. The rest is always 2. Okay. Now it's just wrap, go through 2. Your return pass is always the same. Tunisian is a beautiful art with crocheting. And then you did your first 4 row of knit and purl, the rib stitch. All right, let me do 1 more row with you, and then I'm going to leave you on your own. So you follow the same pattern. Another knit, go through the bar, grab some yarn. These next 2 are purls, so bring your yarn down, go through, and there. Bring your yarn down, go through, and there. And then 2 knits. And 2 purls. Two knits. And 2 purls. And then your knit, and then you go where your stitch marker is for your last knit. Just like that. Take out your stitch marker, wrap the hook, go through 1, okay, then you just keep going through. And then that is how you do the knit 2, purl 2. And as you keep going, you're going to start seeing these going on more and more, the more defined they get. But that is how you do a knit 2, purl 2 Tunisian crocheting. If you have any more questions about it, please come join our Facebook group if you haven't already. And have any questions, you can send us them. And if these videos are helping you, can you please hit that like and subscribe button at the bottom? It would greatly help us so much. And we look forward to seeing you on our Facebook group. Happy crocheting, everybody. Thank you.